Hey there, I wanted to take a second here and describe a little bit about how I was able to shave some time off of creating visually attractive HyperDocs using slides by using a template that I found online. And I'm going to take a second here and share those with you. The template itself had a variety of different kinds of layouts that I could pick from, and some of them lend themselves very easily to the stuff I needed to say. This one right here was originally these were just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it talked about the different chapters of whatever presentation this was supposed to be. And it really helped organize where I was going and what I was putting in, and it helped me find a theme actually, because I thought building something like this is a lot like a city or planning a city or planning a building or planning roads, and it takes planning. So I used the template that had, and sometimes I erased whatever was on the slide because I had a big graphic I had to put in there instead. And sometimes their template patterns worked out real nice. And I didn't put this here, I just found a way to put the information I needed to say into this template, into this pattern. These are exactly as they appeared in the template, even the icons. I didn't pick these icons out, although you might think that I did. I didn't. I just changed the text. And then, of course, I put the buttons on top. But these pictures in the background, I left as is. Some of them are actually backgrounds. As you'll notice, I can't click on these. And some of them were just big pictures that I stretched across the slide to make it look like a background. I rearranged the blocks of color and then put text on top. So the layouts here are I built myself because I had specific goals that I needed to have met. This guy right here was a slide that was in the template demo that I didn't use. I could have, but I decided that there were other things that worked out better, so I decided not to use them. This right here might have been actually a better way of going about doing what I did with the timeline, because here's what I used this template. So you probably noticed that the final one that laid out kind of the suggested timeline of how long it should take to do this stuff looked like this. And of course, it didn't have this part here, and it might have worked out better here. But this template it's attractive, right? And it would be great to be able to tell students like, hey, you have this many days to get this stuff done. Here's a suggested work line. Because sometimes they need a little extra help. This was the original that was used when I put Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, and Zone 4. You'll notice that the template just suggested it gave me a layout to work with. So I changed the text, but I didn't really change much of anything else. But I think one of the more outstanding elements of this template was the use of these icons. Now there are pages and pages of these nifty little vector graphics that were included with the template. And did I mention the template was free? I mean, wow. And you'll notice that some of these I used, like I used that squiggly lines, all these squiggles here. And then I use these icons, these editable vector icons, which if you wanted to, you could go and change the color of here. Let's click one and I'll show you. Here, we just change the color and boom, there you go. And so all of those buttons I didn't have to look for. They were already here and I just picked out what made sense. And there's another one I was messing around with. And so it goes all the way down here, and it goes to nature icons and marketing icons and all kinds of fun stuff. Made by a company called SlidesGo. I think it's called slidesgo.com, maybe. But I would give those guys a look, especially if you're looking to make a HyperDoc that's included in a slide. Which, now having made both, I kind of like this part. Maybe I'll make more of them.